beautiful day. Well, on behalf of every Queenslander, our thoughts and our prayers are with the families, the first responders, those who work at SeaWorld and those who are proud to live in the Gold Coast in what has been a tragedy the likes of which we never thought we'd see. And for us to be discussing something like this at the start of a new year is just so deeply tragic for everyone involved. I also want to make the point about how what an emotional time this is for the broader community, but also for the staff who work at SeaWorld. It is a big family, and the ramifications for them and the way that this will impact them is something that we will all keep in our thoughts and our prayers. To give an indication of how much this matters to the community as a whole, the first person I saw this morning when I walked in my local gym works for the company, and you could just see what it meant to him. And we just want everyone to know, the family of the victims, those first responders, those people who work in the area, that the thoughts and prayers of every single Queenslander are with all of you today and for a long time to come. Over to you.
I guess, David, there's a number of touch points with this incident. First and foremost, family, we know, but also what can be done, I guess, for the staff who were, some of them were first responders.
Yeah.
We need to do that somehow.
It's a great question. In the days and the weeks ahead, you're going to hear some stories of incredible hero actions, of people running towards a tragedy, of first responders doing what they do best. But right now, we've got to wrap our arms around every person impacted. This is something that is going to, it's going to resonate for a long time. And I think it's important today that we send the clearest of message to everyone that support is there if support is needed. And it's just something that none of us would ever expect to see here in Australia, let alone Queensland. It's just one of those things that you just don't ever want to see. And to know that the impacts of this will affect so many moving parts of the Gold Coast community is deeply troubling. And to the family of all of the victims, and from different nations and different areas, and a local icon of the aviation industry. We just want to let every family member know that the thoughts and prayers of the entire state are with you today.
I guess also one of those moving parts is the tourism industry. This, I guess, does unfortunately throw a bit of a shadow in what should be the most exciting time for tourism.
Yeah, that is definitely something that we're all thinking of. I think right now what everybody would expect and demand is that we put first and foremost our immediate focus be on this response. I think that's got to be. That is inevitable, that has to be our sole focus. We have to make sure that the investigators are given every opportunity to find out what went wrong, what learnings can come from it, and above all, that every person who is involved in any way, shape or form gets the support they need. That needs to be our first priority. In the weeks and months ahead, that's the next task, and it's important for everyone who works in the tourism industry to know that we really respect and value what they do. And for those people who work on the immediate site, they need to know that we understand what a big family that place is, and that we're wrapping our arms around them at the moment. And all of Queensland will be doing that, and hoping for every opportunity for them to get some peace.
And I guess when we talk about this industry. It is a big industry. This sort of incident, it does affect a lot of people who work in this industry. Everyone's sad about it, so we need to, I guess, do we have to look at how we support the industry through this time?
I think a big focus has to be on giving support to the immediate family and the first responders. We do that well, but we also have to acknowledge that there are thousands of people who work on that site, and for them it's a family operation, and families are tested in times like this, and that's why it's important that we find every way to support them. We've got to support them in every way that is humanly possible, and that starts with making sure that everyone gets the help that they deserve. Thanks very, very much. Thank you.